Every great journey begins with a call, and in Genesis 12, God's voice breaks into human history, calling one man to leave everything behind and walk into the unknown. That man's name is Abram, and his obedience will change the course of the world forever. The call of God. The Lord speaks to Abram with a simple yet earth-shaking command. Leave your country, your people, and your father's household, and go to the land I will show you. This was no ordinary request. Abram was 75 years old, settled in Haran, surrounded by family, possessions, and security. Yet God calls him to trade certainty for faith. But with the command came a promise, I will make you into a great nation. I will bless you. I will make your name great, and you will be a blessing. Through Abram, God promises blessing, not just for his descendants, but for all the families of the earth. Stepping into the unknown. Without hesitation, Abram obeys. He takes his wife Sarai, his nephew Lot, and all their possessions, and sets out for Canaan. Imagine the courage it took to leave everything familiar behind. No map, no guarantees, only trust in the voice of God. Abram's journey reminds us that faith is not built on knowing the destination, but on trusting the one who leads. The land of promise. When Abram arrives in Canaan, he travels through the land until he reaches Shechem, to the great tree of Moreh. There, God appears to him and says, "To your offspring I will give this land." Abram builds an altar to the Lord, marking the first of many moments where worship anchors his journey. He then continues south, building another altar near Bethel. Everywhere Abram goes, he plants reminders of God's presence. His journey is not just geographical, it's spiritual. Faith tested in Egypt, but soon Abram faces his first trial. A famine strikes the land, forcing him and his household to travel down to Egypt. There, fear grips Abram. Worried that the Egyptians might kill him to take his wife Sarai, he tells her to say she is his sister. Pharaoh takes Sarai into his palace, and Abram gains wealth because of her. But God intervenes, striking Pharaoh's household with plagues. Pharaoh, furious at Abram's deception, confronts him and sends him away with Sarai and all their possessions. This moment reveals Abram's humanity. His faith was real, but not flawless. He obeyed God's call, yet he still struggled with fear and trust. His failure, however, did not cancel God's promise. A new beginning. As Abram leaves Egypt, he carries with him both the weight of his mistake and the assurance of God's faithfulness. His journey has only just begun, but the foundation has been laid. Abram is not perfect, but he is chosen. Through his lineage will come a people, and through that people will come a Savior who will bless the nations. Reflection. Genesis 12 is the beginning of a story bigger than one man. It's the story of God calling the unlikely, using the imperfect, and building his promises on the foundation of faith. But the journey isn't without conflict. In the very next chapter, Abram and his nephew Lot will face a decision that divides them forever. And what happens next will reveal where true blessing is found.